Hello everyone, you are watching the static web app video number 2. So basically this is a local application which we are going to deploy into the Azure Static Web App. For that you have to create a static web app in your Azure portal. So click create, search for static web app. Okay, when you search for static web app, you get something like static web app. Click this. And click create. Give the name of your static web app. SWA first static. Can be any name. And then click free. Later on in a different video, I'll show you that standard one. Why do you need standard and what are all the limitations with free? I'll explain you in the later video. And very important, select other, because you are going to deploy from your local to your Azure portal. For that you need to select other. If you are using your source account as GitHub, then you have to select GitHub. And if you are using Azure DevOps, then you have to use Azure DevOps. Otherwise you need to select other. Click next deployment configuration. You have to choose deployment token. Once you create the static web app, you will be using your deployment token for your deployment. So make sure that you are selecting that deployment token. Click next, review and create. It will take only a few seconds to get created. Yeah, it is created now. Your web app is created, but when you go and click this particular URL, it says that congratulations on your new site. Your site will be ready soon. So once you deploy, your portal will look different. Okay, let me go and do the deployment. Do Control C, CLS. Yes, WA. Here previously use start. Here you need to use deploy /public. You have to pass your deployment token. So to get the deployment token, go back to your Azure portal. In here you will see something called manage deployment token. Just click it. Copy this, which you need to pass as a parameter. Use space and copy this and enter. I'll pause the video for a few seconds. Okay, deployment is in progress. You see deployment to environment preview. That means code is deploying, but it is actually you cannot access your application. This is needed to verify whether deployment is going good or not. Going back to your portal, it says waiting for deployment. But if you go and explore, you still see the same thing. Basically, you need to see status ready. Only then, let me close this one. Only then you can consider your deployment is complete. So in order to make it complete, you have to pass the additional parameter to your previous command. So just do -env and your environment is production. Give production. Okay. So now if you go here, if you do a refresh, it is saying uploading. Okay. It is right now, it is the actual deployment. It's what it is happening now. I'll pause the video. Once the deployment is complete, I will go back to the portal and show you that. Okay. Deployment is completed. So going back to your portal. So now previously I showed you it was like waiting for deployment. When the deployment is in progress, your status changed to uploading. Now I'm going to do a refresh. Yeah, now you see this is the expected one. If you go back here and if you go and refresh your screen, you see what you deployed in your local. You see that this is the URL what you get from your Azure portal. Okay, since it says like a local desktop, I'm going to do changes in the code. Going back to my local machine, I'm just going to change it to Azure Static WebApp. Control save it and go back to your command prompt and redeploy it again. Your deployment is complete. Going back to your portal, when I go and click this URL, now you see whatever the changes I made to index.html, Azure Static Web App, it is reflecting now. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe it. Thank you.